In the quiet dawn, when the desert still dreams, a faint breeze rises like a whispered hymn. Golden sands stretch endlessly, shimmering beneath the newborn sun. And somewhere in that vastness walks a man, whose footsteps echo with kindness, courage, and grace. A prince not only by birth, but by the way he holds the world in his heart. His name travels on the wind like a prayer, soft, steady, and full of promise. Fazza, the poet of souls, the writer of horizons, the guardian of hopes unseen. He moves like a calm river through the valley of people's lives, leaving behind ripples of gentleness, warm gestures that bloom in memory, smiles that linger like the scent of jasmine at dusk. For he knows that true royalty is not in crowns or thrones, but in the quiet strength of compassion, in the courage to lift others higher, in the sincerity that does not dim, even when the world turns its eyes away. When he speaks, his words unfurl like falcons taking flight, strong, soaring, fearless. His poetry is not ink on a page. It is the heartbeat of a nation, the melody of desert winds weaving through time. Each line carries a story, each verse a reflection of a soul carved from honesty and light. He writes not to be heard, but to remind hearts that they were born to feel. At night the city glows like a galaxy dressed in gold, and somewhere high above the skyline, he stands in thoughtful silence, looking at a world that grows and changes, yet still longs for meaning. The moon hangs like an ancient lantern in the heavens, and he, a dreamer shaped by destiny, lets its silver glow spill into his mind. He writes of love that heals, of hope that returns like the tide, of courage that grows like a tree shading many. And as his pen moves, the city breathes easier, for poetry is the bridge between a heart and the truth it seeks. He rides through the desert, graceful as the horses he cherishes, steady as the dunes that guard centuries of stories. The rhythmic sound of hooves on sand becomes the drumbeat of pride and heritage. In his eyes shines the spirit of those before him. In his stance stands the strength of those beside him. The desert recognizes him. The falcons greet him as kin, for he belongs to the land, and the land belongs to him. Children wave when he passes, their laughter bright as morning light. He bends to greet them, for he believes joy is a seed, and every child deserves a garden. He listens to the elderly, for he knows wisdom is a gift carried through generations. He leads with humility, for he understands that greatness is not loud, but calm, steady, and unwavering. The world calls him a prince, but hearts call him something more. A symbol of hope, a promise of goodness, a reminder that kindness still shapes destiny. He is the verse that comforts, the smile that inspires, the presence that steadies a trembling world. And as the desert sun sets behind copper hills, coloring the sky with fading fire, he looks toward tomorrow with the eyes of one who the heartbeat of Dubai, Fazza, in the city where the desert kisses the sky, where golden sands whisper stories of old. There beats a heart that does not merely live, but breathes life into the soul of a nation. Fazza, they call him, the prince not just of land, but of hearts, of dreams, of quiet hopes untold. His smile is the sunrise over the Burj Khalifa, filling every shadow with gentle warmth. Every word he speaks is a river flowing, carving valleys in the minds of those who listen. He walks among the people, yet shines apart, a beacon of courage, humility, and grace. Oh, the tales the wind carries of him, of laughter echoing in narrow streets, of hands extended to the fallen, of voices lifted for those unheard. He is not just a ruler, he is a witness, a keeper of stories that no crown can claim. Fazza's eyes see beyond marble and gold, into the quiet chambers of human hearts. They catch the tears hidden behind smiles and transform them into hope, into strength, into light. In a world that often forgets to feel, he reminds us that empathy is power, and kindness a currency richer than wealth. The nights of Dubai glow not just with neon, but with the whispers of his footsteps, walking beside the lonely, guiding the lost, turning despair into a canvas of dreams. And we, the witnesses, cannot help but follow, drawn by the rhythm of a heartbeat so rare, a heartbeat that unites a city, a nation, a world. Listen closely, and you may hear him in the wind, in the call of the muezzin at dawn, in the laughter of children playing by the creek, in the quiet dignity of every elder's gaze. Fazza's presence is a melody, subtle yet profound, a song that does not demand applause, but plants courage in the hearts of those who hear it. He carries the weight of a legacy not chosen, yet he lifts it with the grace of one who knows that true strength is measured not in gold, but in the warmth you leave behind. He teaches without speaking, leads without commands, and loves without condition. Oh, people of Dubai and travelers from afar, see him not as a figure distant and untouchable, but as the heartbeat of your streets, the quiet guardian of your joys and sorrows. Fazza is more than a prince. He is a promise, a light, a guide, a reminder that even in a city of steel and glass, the human heart can shine the brightest. So when you walk under the blazing sun or gaze at the desert stars, remember the pulse that moves through it all, the heartbeat of Dubai, of dreams, of hope, of Fazza, the prince whose crown is not worn, but felt deeply in every life he touches.